I welcome the publication of both the Western and the Midland Action Plans for Jobs, which focus on our strengths in the regions. But it's important that these plans don't just mean investment for Galway City and Castlebar. And while I welcome the fact, Minister, to see my own fingerprints on the Western plan in relation to some of the proposals in it, the frustrating thing about it is that the investment that has taken place over the last number of years has been very much focused on Galway City, and for every 29 jobs created in Galway City, we've seen just 2.
Minister.
Well, first of all, I'd like to welcome the support of the Deputy for the process, because I think one of the things that we've lacked over the years in Ireland is a genuine attempt to have bottom-up regional development where you embrace the stakeholders in the region and get them involved in a set of both objectives for the region and actions that can transform it. As you know, since the start of the Action Plan for Jobs, we've seen a net increase of 135,800 extra people at work, and that's well in excess of the target we set. Every region is experiencing a job growth, and interestingly, the Midlands region has been one of the star performers in terms of the pace of growth, albeit it probably suffered particularly badly in the crash. So we've launched the Midlands Action Plan and the West Action Plan over the last number of months. And these, as the Deputy says, has a series of practical actions developed in collaboration with the regional stakeholders to support enterprise growth. And I would point out, the same as I did to Deputy Cleary, that 90% of the growth of extra jobs in the regions have come from Irish-owned companies. And I think any reasonable debate about regional development has to focus on how you develop the ingenuity and capacity of those firms to grow. Nonetheless, IDA projects are important, and we have set, as I set out to Deputy Cleary, a target of increasing those. We will have an advanced facility in Athlone, as the Deputy knows. And to just give you an example of some of the actions, there is a skills forum to look at the skill mix. There will be an initiative to develop a marketing proposition around high-value manufacturing, which is a cluster spread well through the region. Looking at a Midlands Manufacturing Technologies campus, which I think has a good spread. Looking at the capacity of the various tourism spines to develop. Looking at medical devices, which is a sector, thankfully, not just around the city. So it is looking at a range, and it also has the competitive call that allows others to come forward with initiatives that haven't been outlined at this point.
Deputy.
Thank you, Minister. And I don't dispute anything you've said, and I think, as I say, that the regional plans do bring a new focus to what we're actually good at. Can I ask you specifically in relation to the regional plans, what is the status in relation to the Midland plan regarding the Skills Forum? As you know, young people are filling out the CEO form in a few weeks' time. So what progress has been made since this was launched last June? Secondly, Minister, can I ask you, as you know, we're set to lose another 35 jobs in Carrick and Shannon on the MBNA site. Now, we have the staff and the facilities there to facilitate the expansion of a financial services company tomorrow morning if required. We've 45,000 square feet of walk-in office space now becoming available in Roscommon town. We've 60,000 square feet of the St Bridget's complex in Ballinasloe, which could be retrofitted into offices with 4 broadband cables on either side of that. So my question in relation to FDI, with the pressure that's on office accommodation in Dublin, can we target some investment to these particular sites?
Thank you.
Yeah, first of all, I'd say that the reviews, there will be a 6-monthly review, and I'm attending actually the first 6-monthly review, not of the Midlands but of the South East. So sitting down with the stakeholders, it is a broad base, so it's enterprise as well as public bodies. So we're starting that process of the reviews, and that will be a progressive element. It is an evolving process, so new ideas can be included, and we will soon have the competitive calls, and they will trigger new initiatives. They're under assessment at the moment. As I said, the IDA has set a target of increasing its projects won by 40%, and that has involved it in looking at its existing property offering, wherever it's available, promoting that more effectively, but also looking at where it needs to enhance that offering to act as a magnet. And that has been the thinking behind setting aside a significant budget for property enhancement. So I'm absolutely confident that the IDA now, with a stronger regional management arrangement in each of the regions, will be actively promoting the available sites that the Deputy mentioned.
Minister, you're correct when you point out that 90% of the growth is coming from our own indigenous local employers. And would you not agree that we need to support the existing employers and those that want to set up or to expand their business in their local areas? And as you rightly point out, Minister, we're going to have challenges in many parts of the country in bringing FDI in. You see the discrepancy there between Galway City. For every 29 jobs that's created there, in my constituency of Roscommon, Galway, we're getting 2 of those. And in light of that, Minister, can I ask you one specific question? Would it be possible to try and front-load and make available additional funding to the local enterprise offices in the likes of Roscommon and for businesses in East Galway, where we're going to struggle to get FDI investment, but where we can support local businesses? That particular fund runs out in both of our counties by the middle of the year, which means that we cannot expand and grow those enterprises in the second half of the year.
Thank you.
Well, first of all, in respect of Irish-owned business, I mean, most of the effort and 70% of the budget that I have goes into supporting, Irish-owned business, and we have tried to do new things. The big improvements in access to finance and various instruments out there, big expansion of lean and innovation and things that can help companies to up their game, new models to help people to recruit and so on. We have a competitive call out for local enterprise offices, so it is based on the quality of the proposals that come in, but we're not allocating money just automatically. This is, and we committed to this, and we said this at the outset, that part of this process would be competitive calls to encourage more collaboration, more innovation, the LEOs to become a centre of innovation for SMEs. So we're following that and having a competitive call, so the best projects will win, and I think that's the right way to go. I mean, resources are constrained. I can't allocate special monies to anything, but we're using the money we have in as creative a way as we can.
Thank you.